Hey guys, Al from Boarders here. Just continuing on with some of these Salomon boards. This one's the Super 8 2025 model. It has been a really popular board over the last few years, and they've started to it seems like they're starting to filter down some of the hillside stuff into these boards. The Super 8 would be a good board for someone heading overseas that doesn't have a board that they feel like is going to work in powder and on the Groomers. So if you're riding a twin in Australia and you just sort of have a board that you muck around on here, this board's a step up in a big way from that. It's got backseat camber, which generally means that the camber's much steeper at the back, on the back half of the board, which will allow it to drive through turns pretty well. It sits it up in the powder. It'll give it some float. If you have a look at the hole pattern, there's less stance options at the front, more at the back, so you can get right back on the board, basically turn it into a powder board. It's running the recycled ABS sidewalls and the high-speed sintered recycled base, which a lot of the bottom end boards don't run. It's got Aspen Select core, which is a lightweight core. It's not as light as the hillside stuff with the Ghost core, but it's close. Carbon stringers running down the length of the board. Amazing board for someone heading to the Northern Hemisphere who wants a directional board but doesn't want to go to the extreme of a fish. It's something that sort of I hate saying this, but I'll say it. It's a quiver board. It kind of covers all areas. You don't really need to travel with the second board if you take this. It'd only be on the super deep days that you'd sort of feel like it just doesn't quite get there. So it does cover 90% of your riding. Super interesting board, got tons of tech in it, as do all Salomon boards, and it's a really, really good value board. Like nothing in the Salomon range hits $1,000. For bang for your buck, there's arguably nothing better on the market than the Salomon stuff. So I would highly recommend this board for someone heading overseas. Check your sizing, obviously run the weight rating that's recommended. Grab yourself a Salomon Super 8.